I'm going to play a quick game of Endless Legends. Couple of settings: desert, large islands, normal, with basic factions. I'm going to play as the Broken Lords, and I put the Draken in just because I like them to complete a quest victory. The quest type victories that we're going for, just because I wanted to get either a score victory, an economic, or a quest victory. These two because they're probably the most difficult ones. Well, actually this one and this one are probably the most difficult ones unless I go Supremacy with them. And this one because it's kind of fun if I get that. And that is pretty much it. We'll start the game. I'm not going to show you the lore because that's more fun if you want to watch it on your own. But my aim here is just to go through everything, show you a brief kind of game play through and explain what I'm thinking, why I'm doing things, and I guess give you an idea to help you with the basics of Endless Legend. Each faction has a different way of playing and a different set of scores or abilities they can go for and win conditions. So obviously it will vary from faction to faction. Let's see these guys. So we've got two lots of Draken. That's kind of cool. Doesn't show me on the map anymore, but I do see them. So we started off in the desert. What have we got? We've got glass steel, spices, and otherwise not a great deal. So let's go this way with this one. I like the little white circles. And the region we have is +5 resource per fast supplied. Rebuilt thing on luxury extractors. It's not that great, to be honest, especially not for our faction. There's actually a river up here, so this could be really nice. Like, rivers are really good for this faction. Alright, we've got another. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hero out and take him up to see what we've got going on. Okay, so there's not actually a great deal on that river. One thing you will notice is that there's no food production for this faction, which is actually quite nice. 1, 2, so if we go there, that gives us 6, 6, 7. No. So I think that's our best spot within the first movement slot, just because you don't want to go too far. What I am going to do is instantly assign my hero here, because he gives me dust efficiency. He gives me +2 per person per dust, plus 1 per hero's efficiency, 1% per hero's efficiency. So it's quite a good start with him. Like, this is irrelevant early on. I tend not to use these tribe for spying. Infantry, slayer, block, these are down to the weapons you give him. So we're going to order our research. I happen to know if we're going for the faction we can go for 12 of these in total. We've already got 1, 2, so 3. I always get this first just to build it up. It probably won't be the main thing I'm working on. 2, 3. It depends which order you want these in, but ideally, in my opinion, you want these 4. Again, if you're playing as a couple of factions, you're really not fussed by this one, and you don't really need to start this early if you're playing with the Wild Walkers. I'm going to get that, and then I'm not really fussed about approval on this faction, because once we get to our original thing, we're not really going to be using the basic production. This one will be quite nice for us, because as you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 stars of science on, and we're probably, I'd imagine, going to be going either up here and along here for routes, or down here, and this one gives us another science, so that's quite a nice one to get. So we've got 1, 5, 6, 7, I want 8, 9, 10, so I can show you how pillage works. Right, so I want stronghold architecture on this one because it gives me +1 XP per turn on my army, and I'll get this just for kicks. It's really useful for the quest later on because you have to level these guys up to level 5. I'm not going to get this because looking at this early effects, so we get a couple of nice resources. Let me have a look at the resource we actually got. Spices, +50% food on cities. We don't get food. Right, if I want to have increased population, I have to buy it through here. I'm going to buy this because it's kind of nice to an early start. +4, +2, +this, and then this. And then we hit end turn. So on normal, troops that will spawn around in the villages generally spawn. Okay, this is my quest line. Escort a Broken Lord's hero with 3 infantry units to inspect the temple ruins. This only starts once you've got your first city, so you can't just wait a turn for it to go and use the thing, and it's this one here that we have to go for. So if we just put a stalwart down, and let's buy a population straight away just to speed this up. But we're going to have a look around and see what we can find. In the first kind of 10 to 15 turns, you can have quite a nice little look around. Let's go up here with this guy. But after that, these will start to spawn. See, this already looks quite nice. What have we got? Dogash, yeah. So ideally I'm looking for a river for a nice ability. As you see, the hero tree for us is gold on river, gold on terrain with dust on gets more. This is actually quite nice. Gain increased resources. This one, fortification damage per turn, so this is sieging, it's quite nice. And then increased gold. So I like going up this tree with these guys. This one has an army defense boost, which is quite nice. But there are more combat hero raised heroes that we'll use later on. And I've already got the ability, if I wanted to build a borough. But I'm not going to be working about that too much. So I see my mill foundries in 2. We've got a really nice river here. There's not a lot of science in this area though. I've also got glass still, so I'm looking for titanium. So there's some there. So we've already got 2 really nice blocks, but there's actually nothing around there. So that kind of puts me off a little bit. And what are these? Boss. So boss I think is food again. So this area, while looking good and having the titanium, which is nice, actually offers me nothing at the minute. So if this area had titanium, already we're looking at a pretty sweet spot. And we've got an anomaly with thingy on the area on a river. So it's like currently this is where my second city is going. Alright, so we'll do the nothing. And we look like we're on a smaller island. There's probably another island there. If we're lucky it'll go around here. But I don't know for sure, and this might go all the way up to the end. But we'll see. So our first build here is finished. And very shortly we'll have enough for another population. 112 at 22 per turn. That's kicking off really well. QR mill factory. I might keep that here and save my gold for this guy, but I'm not sure. I'll depend what I see up here. Because obviously if I can start my quest off earlier rather than later. Admittedly it's not actually a big deal with these guys, because you're going to have to research 8 of these to do the first part, and then another 12 total in order to get it. What it does do is it will give you an increase in your research capabilities in the early game, which is quite nice. But it looks like this might be a very small area, so what I can do is check this, and then come down to be in time to buy my stalwarts. Alright. Again, I still like this area. I've not seen any 30 dust, that's not too bad. This is encouraging because this shows me this just goes around. I've not seen any resource unit. It's got 2 villages, which is better than what we've got in here so far, because the boss is just food based. It's pointless. So we've got 2 science and gold, but none of these tiles offer anything. This is a very barren desert, which obviously we're playing as a desert is expected. But there is a river through here, so this could be good. One thing to note when you're playing and you zoom in, right, if I do it here, you can already see some of the terrain. So I know that we've got a hill around here. Okay, we have a river that runs all the way down here, and I haven't yet explored this land, but say I'm on my way here. This cliff here means that I know I don't want to go this way round in order to explore. I want to go this way round, but hopefully you'll see what I mean. So we're 122 thingy, that means 169. We can potentially, if I head all the way straight down, we can get that going. 10 spices. It's really not that useful. Oh, you see, look, we've got this this is nice. I'm really liking that area with a river nearby, and we can probably run a city the whole way along. If there's something nice in these 3, it's potential, but again, it doesn't appear to be anything in there at all. Carry on down here. So this is a 3 settlement city, which is not bad. Not city. Oh, I forgot what they're called, regions. But nothing as of yet amazing. So I'm going to come up here. I'm hoping, please tell me, no, so there's actually no resource in this area. So while this would be a good city, it's not going to be my second city. It just doesn't offer me that resource I need. We've got a good area here. We have a river through here. We have glass steel. We've got 2, 3. See, this could be a nice one. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be here. People of the. Right, so I've got enough for my next unit, so I can put my next unit through. So they'll both finish next turn. Right, and we completed language college, which is good. So it means as we go past units, on my way down here, I can have a little chat to them and find out what they want to do, because this is really colonise. See, so this is Bit-Hish, Snarkanor. You colonise it, you get 80 dust. You have to make a set number of what do you call it? Oh, let's just search this. You have to make a set number of influence for, I think it's like 3 turns or 2 turns, and then you can really start. You'll gain basically pacify all these villages. It looks like there's probably one more here somewhere, maybe, but we can't say for sure. So if we lead this one down here and hit this button basically runs through all of your units. Yeah, see, there's another one there. Return to the village with 50 dust. I'm not going to do that right now, because I probably know that this quest up here is going to require me to use dust. So I'm going to wait a moment. But this one is an easy set one to do, so it'll probably take this one here, then run over to this guy and give him a hero-led army to talk to the senior chief or something, which is quite good. So if we go down there, there's a height difference, so I can't talk to them. Why can't I oh, because I've already got the quest from this guy here, fair enough. Go here, go here, go here. 1, 2. This is nice to know. You see this instantly jumped up. And I'm going to assign my hero this turn, so he's more readily available for me next turn. Like, they have a cooldown period. Click on here. Where does it show me the cooldown? So it's locked for 5 turns. So I can't use him anywhere else for 5 turns, but that should be okay, because like 1, 2, I'm hoping it's this one, and he'll be able to go on his merry way from there. Yep, gather 80 thingy, get some blood crystal, but I got 80 dust from it, so it's okay. Sometimes it can be a lot more, and that's why I kept it. Now I've got some little dried, just for the sake of it. I like putting my army on defensive, just because of that's the way the army tends to work, and we'll put him here. Standard formation. This guy's not much use up here because of this terrain. He's going to have to go all the way around here, so we'll put him over here. And they're wanting to do some crazy move. We don't want to do that. We want to pull him there, 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 and launch. This is a ranged unit, so he's probably not going to come near me. Yep. But now, due to initiative, I can get in range first. And that stops him from attacking, so we'll trade blows. 51 damage, nice. And then he'll come up, probably kill him. Or not, but now he's never going to attack again. Easy mode. And there we go. We've got some experience, 2.5 per unit, which is barely any, but we'll take it. We've unearthed an endless artifact. It's in poor condition. You've gained the ability Archaeologist. So this is what I mean by it's worth doing as soon as you can, because you get plus 20% research for all Era 1 technologies. Now it says research 0 of 8. Once you get a research, that will reset to a more significant number. Okay, so I've actually got a second thingy for this place, which means that it's almost definitely worth. I'll click on this, so I've got 3 of them, and I'll start a settler. Because now I've got Snarkanor and that ability, which means they're probably going to want me to build this thing, and once they do I get a weapon. So it's definitely worth settling in there now. Currently this will probably be my 3rd city, and I can't see a use from this unless I'm massively in need of titanium. I'm gonna click on this because I think this 2nd city is going to be where I keep my character. What do you mean? Oh, I run out of quests. Okay, so if we move down here, so I'm closer to this. My settler's up in 3 turns. Public library completed. Nice, nice. Please talk to the other boss village, and it's this one, which is not that much useful, but it's still 2 turns. So hopefully, I believe he's locked for another 2 turns, so it's actually perfect. I need to go and explore this area, but I'm at turn 15, so I kind of need to deal with whatever I've got in here, this one. So I'll probably go from here and up here, find out if it's an easy quest, I'll do it. If not, I'll just punch it out with my troops. And one of the things you do know from these guys is they don't heal regeneratively. You can literally just heal them, which is really useful between big fights. You can play a defensive iron wall with some healers shooting over the top, get rid of most of the big units, or win a war of attrition over many turns. It's a very nice way of using this army. Parley. So I pacified all 3 villages by doing the quest, and my hero should be assigned. Okay, so that's 20 minutes. So I'm just going to end the episode here, and I'll be back for the next one in a moment.